Bed of Chaos, also known as Everything Hurts, also known as I Hate My Life. This is by far the worst part of the entire challenge. This is terrible. Um, and this video is going to be a little different from the rest in the sense that I actually edited some parts of it and I put a few videos together and stuff, mainly to save time. It's still like a 20-minute video, so that alone should tell you something. But also because I wanted to show a few things here. So it starts fairly consistently, but that only applies to the first 5 seconds of the run, and then I have to get up to this route. And as you might have seen there, it's quite close, and navigating my way around it and to the top of it, well, that's the first 50 fails right there. I either fall back into the lava, or I don't even get up the route, and then I have to restart. So that's fun. Then I'm up here, and the next section begins. I walk right here, and I pretty much wait for a fall, and there it is, and I just walk straight on, straight on. And these routes, if you've ever gone through this area, these routes are terrible. Here I get lucky, but my position is still not correct because my route does not rely on me getting lucky. So I should actually be a little more to the center than I am right now. It still works out though. Then at this point, the tactic, if you can even call it that, is walk around 4 steps diagonally to the right, and then around 4 steps diagonally to the left, and so on and so on. And I keep repeating that. Here I get caught in this spot, but fortunately this tactic is pretty safe. I just need to make sure I don't fail to count how many times I do it, because eventually, of course, I want to end up in front of these stairs. Here I take a heal, which brings me to another part of this section. Healing is... Oh yeah, and here I think I hear the doorbell. And as important as this challenge is for me, I have to answer. So yeah, healing is an important part of this run because I can't do it first try, and I need health. I need to be able to survive. And so every flask I drink before Bed of Chaos feels like a waste and is unfortunate. So this is when I'm back from answering the door. And this is yet again the route I just passed. That's a gigantic troll. Sometimes I get stuck on it, sometimes I don't. And it's really annoying. Eventually I want to be able to kill this Chaos Eater. Here's another part. That message you just heard, that wasn't on your computer, that was on my computer back then. I got a random message, so that certainly didn't help. That threw me off a bit. And I had to reconsider my strategy again. I had to make sure I have the right step order in mind. Here I take 2 additional Estus flasks, so I'm down to 7, which is not good. Thinking. There we go. Again, roots. Our good friends, the roots. Here I actually do it. This would be perfect. All I need to do now is walk straight on, but again, my route doesn't rely on me being perfect, so I actually just dance around for a bit, unnecessarily. Then I want to pretty much end up in this space, more or less, but that's not the important checkpoint. The important checkpoint is up there, that thick route that I'm walking to right now. This is the only friend I have on this route. It's right in front of the fog gate. It's very easy to hit at this point, and when I can be sure that I have hit it, then at least I know I will enter the fog gate. But if you think the route is scary and crazy and doesn't look like it's fun to navigate through, which it isn't, then just wait until you see what happens after the fog gate. Petting the cat for extra good luck. Trying to find my keys, which is sometimes not too easy. Normally I just find out by finding the keys that are still a little warm from my hands, but sometimes I get lost and then I have to navigate by finding the escape key and going from there. So yeah, like I said, very simple. As soon as I'm at that route, I really just go around 20 steps diagonally to the left, and then eventually I will find the fog gate, because it's right there and it's huge. Wow, look at these textures. Beautiful. Again, one of the places where I'm almost a little glad I can't see anything. Taking another zip, which feels like a waste, but it's a struggle with the Estus flasks. It's really a struggle. This was the place where I really hated myself for deciding not to upgrade my Estus at all. That was a dumb decision and really made things way too hard, especially in this case, because normally with +4 Estus, I know I drink once and I should be topped off. In this case, I have to improvise and drink 3 flasks or 4 flasks, each one of which could be important, because survivability is key here. I'm just making sure I have the correct step order in mind, because Bed of Chaos is a 3-section fight, and I don't want to do the wrong section first. First one is, I will admit that, first step is fairly simple, actually. So here we are, Bed of Chaos. Walking a bit. Here comes the attack, but it misses. If you walk straight towards that, well, whatever it is, root, I guess, everything is roots in this place. That attack should always miss you. That shouldn't. I should be charging at this point, but I'm scared. I'm just scared. And then eventually I will end up in this place. I'm going super safe. I could already start attacking or rolling. And now I just attack pretty much until I hit the, whatever it is, the energy pillar, the vein of Bed of Chaos, whatever it is. Artificial difficulty. Thanks, cat. Again, throwing me off just a bit, but everything's good here. Right here, everything's fine. Bed of Chaos doesn't really do much. I am fully safe. Really just a matter of time. I go all directions and hit, and then eventually I will strike that thing. I am having trouble there, which is embarrassing, but there we go. Okay, and that was step 1. Hey, this isn't so bad, right? This is actually pretty simple. I mean, I did one side, so that's half the job done, right? Yeah. Half the job done. So now save and quit. And next phase. Sliding down. Now the left side, which is the fun side. The side of fun. relatively consistent here again, even though I think I did something wrong, but I didn't. It was close though. You can get stuck in that corner, and I certainly don't want that. I want to be able to reach this place, this corner right here. Drinking 2 Estus flasks because I'm scared and annoyed and distracted and confused. Almost a little too much there. Ooh, a bit too close, but fortunately there are, for some reason, here and there are these invisible walls that actually help you navigate through this place, which is really helpful, as you just saw there. Something pushed me to the left again. And then I want to be in this place, do a wall check, just to make sure I am in front of a wall. Right again, straight, making sure I'm as far to the left as I can be. Yeah, and there you can see a blood stain. What could this mean? Could this mean that this is a dangerous place? It really isn't, is it? I'm pretty much safe here. Nothing can hit me here. Well, problem is, left side requires... It would be easy. I'm not far away from the weak spot. But what comes next is the fuel of all my nightmares ever since I started doing this. This is the worst. What comes next is a jump. And if you remember the premise of this challenge, I'm kind of blind. I can't see. And the issue there is this jump is somewhat precise, actually. I'm not 100% sure if it would be different without so much armor. I actually don't remember if that affects my jump. I never really looked into that. But at this stage of the game, I have full levels, almost full levels. I am fat rolling, and yeah, that jump is kind of precise. So the strategy here is, as soon as I'm in this corner, I move 3 steps to the right. But again, this is a muscle memory thing. It's not exactly 3 steps. It's somewhere in between 3.5 and 3.1.5 steps. It's really weird, and again, it's a feeling thing. And that's why I redo this stage so many times. I go back to the corner, walk 3 steps. I don't think it's correct. I go back. And here we are. Apparently, I think this is... I'm lined up perfectly. This is it. This was already after quite a few attempts, by the way. And all I need to do now is remember how many steps it should be to that ledge, and then I just jump. Oops. And I try to save and quit, and I fail. You died. And now the fun part. All the way back to the bonfire. Yes, I will have to do all that routing again, all that movement. I die 500 times coming back here. And I reset another 500 times because I lose my track right in front of the fog gate and I'm an idiot. And then eventually I will end up right here again. This was like 2.5 hours later. So same situation pretty much. I did move the camera accidentally there, and then I moved it again, which is unfortunate, but not really that important. As long as I don't do half a camera rotation or anything major like that, I should be good. That just comes from my shaky hand. So here I'm doing it again, back to the corner. I want to have this feeling. It's a very precise bit of movement there, and I want to be certain that I did it right. which doesn't mean anything. So sometimes I'm way off, other times I actually do it. And that could be it. That was actually pretty much correct. That many steps. Now all I need to do is jump. And I do it. And here you can see my beautiful face being paralyzed. I do get a slap there. I can't speak, I can't yell, I can't do anything. I even forget. I should attack now, but I don't. I forget to attack. I just keep rolling. Rolling in fear. I am terrified and I cannot... Words cannot express what I felt. And now you're thinking, oh, this wasn't so bad, this didn't take so long. Well, in the fail compilation you will see quite a few fails. And, well, that wasn't it. Guess what? I have to save and quit, and I need to come back. And at this point, this was again, after quite a few, several failed attempts. No Estus Flask, only about half health, a little more. And I come here and... Hello, Bed of Chaos. And goodbye, Bed of Chaos. Well, I mean, that was rude, but okay, well, then I died, you know. I have to run all the way back again. All the way back until I'm finally here again. Alright, but I mean, this is simple, right? Just run straight, dude. I mean, come on. It's not that difficult. Perhaps do a roll or something. Bed of Chaos, I have come to... Bye. Yeah, in case you didn't notice, that is the worst. That can happen. It screws up my camera, screws up my position. And my position is kind of important for this part. Because, well, if you thought one blind jump isn't fun enough yet, this one is even worse. And... Yep. Back to the fog gate. And now you can see what I meant when I said survivability is kind of important, because this can happen. And this happens half the time, at least to me. Perhaps it's just my version, perhaps it's just the universe hating me, but this is how it typically happens for me. And this was again after several attempts. I'm down to 2 Estus Flasks. Okay, waiting for the firestorm. No firestorm. Finally! No firestorm! I can finally do it! Okay, this is it. This is the attempt, guys. I'm running for it! I'm running... Well, I was off by like a quarter of a pixel. So that scythe actually caught me. And again, that screws up my memory, because I can't be certain where I am at that point and where my camera is. Sometimes that actually completely screws up the camera. Another attempt! Yay! And here we go. This time I block. And now I charge. I'm counting. I'm counting. I'm counting. And now I'm jumping. I jumped too late. What? Did you see that? I didn't. But I didn't hear a "you died." So, and from there on it's very simple. A little bit to the left and then just straight on. Again, invisible walls on that route actually help me navigate. I do not need to do anything. A little bit to the left and then straight on. And now I just roll. I roll, I roll, I roll through these routes. And here we go, another firestorm! Which doesn't hit me. and then I log on, do a roll attack, and that is Bed of Chaos. And then I freak out completely, I lose my headphones, and that was my day, pretty much. Yeah, I do a roll attack there because it's a pretty tight space right there, and with a great weapon, that's really the only safe attack to do. And especially as you saw, the danger of a firestorm is always present. And I have died right here. It has happened after all that. And then guess what? Walk back to the bonfire and try again and fall off that stupid first route 50,000 times and then die to the fire-spitting dragon abominations. Yeah, I'm ready for therapy at this point. And that was Bed of Chaos. 15 out of 7 boss.